Hi everyone, it's Alex from Alex and Erika's channel, and today we're talking about visiting La Paz, Mexico. Not on a cruise this time, but for a land vacation. We absolutely love traveling through Mexico, and La Paz is one of those destinations that really surprised us the first time we visited. It's beautiful, relaxed, and has a great vibe. We know travel isn't cheap these days, so in this video, I'm gonna share how we would spend 5 to 7 days in La Paz, along with some important tips, some of our favorite spots, and things we think are actually worth your time, especially if this is your first visit. La Paz is located on the Sea of Cortez, about 2 hours north of Cabo San Lucas, and if you've only been to Cabo before, La Paz feels completely different. It's more laid back, less touristy, and very family friendly. This is a great place if you enjoy beaches, wildlife, great food, and slower mornings instead of the nightlife or big resorts. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up and be sure to share it. You can fly directly into La Paz International Airport, which is very easy to navigate. Another option we see a lot of people doing is flying into Cabo. The drive is straightforward. It's just a couple hours from Cabo to get to La Paz, but if you can go directly to La Paz, that's your best option. Once you're in La Paz, you can choose to have a rental car. It depends on your situation. We get around really easily with taxis and Uber, and because we tend to drink a little bit socially, for us, it's the way to go. We just do taxis and Ubers whenever we're visiting. But having a rental car certainly gives you a little bit more freedom. You have a couple local taxis and tour guides. I'll be sure to leave their info in the description of this video. And if you make arrangements in advance, they can even pick you up at the airport. If it's your first time in La Paz, finding a small hotel close to the Malecón is a great option. As a family that is always traveling with our kids, we opted to get a hotel a little bit closer to the beaches. And in the afternoons, we'll spend a few days walking around and exploring the Malecón. One really interesting hotel, although it doesn't have great reviews, but we spent a few days there because recently our friends were staying there. It's called La Concha Beach Hotel and Club. From my understanding, it's one of the only, or maybe the only hotel with beachfront access. It's been there forever. Originally, we planned to stay at the Hotel Indigo La Paz Puerto Cortez, which we will definitely stay at on our next visit because it looks amazing. But we ended up staying right down the street at the Courtyard Marriott. The Courtyard Marriott was nearby. Once we learned that our friends were planning to do excursions almost every day, we switched hotels because we wouldn't even be spending any time at the resort to enjoy it. The Courtyard Marriott was a great option. It's a perfect place to sleep, get a good breakfast. You've got a coffee bar right there. You have actually the lobby bar and a coffee bar right there in the hotel lobby. The location was easy since it was right between the Malecón and most of the beaches that we were going to go to. It was a perfect spot, perfect location. Now let's get into the part as far as what we did in La Paz and what we would recommend. Balandra Beach is hands down one of the most beautiful beaches in Mexico. The water is shallow, it's super calm, and the color of the water is just beautiful. One important thing to note is that access is limited each day, so you'll either want to get there early in the morning or visit as part of a boat tour. If you're visiting La Paz and don't go to Balandra Beach, you're really missing out. Another great thing to do is Isla Espíritu Santo. It's another must-do in our opinion. This is one of those experiences that ends up being probably one of the highlights of our recent trip. This island is protected. It's a protected island, and most people visit on a full day boat tour, which is what we did. And one of the best parts is swimming near the sea lion colony. These tours usually include lunch, drinks, the gear for snorkeling, and it's a super relaxed, memorable day. If you're visiting between October and April, swimming with the whale sharks is something we highly recommend. This is a guided and regulated experience designed to protect the animals, and it's very well organized. We did that tour with Diamante Tours, which we highly recommend. It was a fantastic experience and something our boys really loved, and I know they will not forget that experience anytime soon. Tecolote Beach is also a great option if you just want a laid-back, fun day, super low stress, great day at the beach. There are restaurants right on the sand, food and drink service, and plenty of space to spread out. It's also one of the easier beaches to get to from town, but you do have limited cell phone service, so check the reviews for the restaurants you want to go to in advance. Most bars and restaurants there will have Wi-Fi if you need to connect, or if you need to communicate with your taxi and let them know you're ready to go. But it's always helpful to be able to check the reviews and find a good spot in advance. In the evenings, the Malecón really comes alive. It's something we always enjoy doing. We love walking especially around sunset, just grabbing dinner, just enjoying the atmosphere. It's very similar to what we enjoy doing in Puerto Vallarta. There's a lot of similarities and the vibe is very similar, but you'll find street vendors, bars, restaurants, coffee shops, dessert shops. It's a great area. It's very walkable. It's super family friendly. So typically when we travel, we have a solid breakfast. We'll do a snack or something in the afternoon around the pool or the beach area. And then we freshen up and we head out to town to find a great place for dinner. Again, the Malecón in La Paz is a great city to explore by foot. Also be sure to get your photo in front of the La Paz sign and check out the cathedral if you're interested in that, and just walking around town and taking it all in. Also, La Paz has an amazing food scene that doesn't get talked about enough. You'll find some great seafood, fish tacos, ceviche, and plenty of casual spots that are surprisingly really good. We love doing some of the simple breakfasts. We'll do beach lunches and sunset dinners along the Malecón. I always check reviews on Google or TripAdvisor. Be sure to look at the profile for the people leaving reviews to make sure they look legit. In my opinion, it's a great resource, Google or TripAdvisor, to find some great places to eat. And the reviews I find are usually pretty accurate. So when we were there recently, some of the places that we ate at in La Paz, we had dinner one night at Three Virgins or Tres Virgines. One night, it was delicious. We had a great steak. The food was really good. We also went to another breakfast place called Three Amigos Cafe. That was an awesome spot. And the other one was called Roma Roma. Also, we did sushi. One day we had sushi for lunch at Sushi Ito right there on the Malecón with an amazing view. Their rolls are really, really large, so keep that in mind when you're ordering. We also had tacos at Rancho Viejo. I believe it's called Rancho Viejo. There's actually several of them, and it gets a little confusing, so be sure to check the reviews. But this one had very good tacos and very good reviews. Also, having a good tour guide like Arthur, who was a taxi that we used the last time we were in La Paz, was a great resource. Guys like him know all the great spots to go to, and I'll be sure to link his information in the description of this video. He's definitely someone that can help facilitate your transportation and getting around town and just making things a little bit easier, especially if you have a larger group. Also, we had dinner one night at Seaside Restaurant, which is right next to the La Concha Hotel and the beach club. The service was a little slow, but the food was really, really good. I gave them a hard time because we ordered a couple desserts and other waiters kept taking our desserts that had ordered later than us. But overall, the food was really, really good. It was excellent. So if you're staying a full week, a day trip or two is a great idea. Todos Santos is an easy one. It's very artsy, walkable, and totally different than La Paz. But I don't know if I'd go there again. We went there with the kids, and the kids didn't have as much fun as some of the other things we did. But as a couple, I would definitely go. It's definitely worth checking out. So this is roughly how we'd structure like 5 to 7 days in La Paz. We'd spend a few of our evenings walking around the Malecón and enjoying dinners out. One day, for sure, we would do a boat tour to Espíritu Santo Island and Balandra Beach, which includes swimming with the sea lions and the sea lion colony. Another day, for sure, we would go visit Tecolote Beach. A third day, absolutely without a doubt, we would do the whale sharks with a company like Diamante Tours. That would certainly be at the top of our list. That was an incredible experience. And then finally, relaxing at your hotel, depending on where you're staying, would be great as well. If you've got a nice pool area and a beach area, then I'd definitely spend a day or two enjoying the amenities that your hotel has to offer. But overall, these would be the top things that we would do if we were spending another 5 to 7 days in La Paz. A few important tips. Make sure you bring reef safe sunscreen. You can find that online. La Paz takes conservation very seriously. I did notice in a couple spots it's some little tingling from like sea lice, which is probably from jellyfish larvae. Erika and Aiden were stung by jellyfish, so pack accordingly. You can find a few different remedies that are safe and very easy to use, but just keep that in mind. Also carry some extra cash for beach vendors and tips. That's always useful, and be sure to use brick and mortar ATMs because those freestanding ATMs can be a real scam. Overall, La Paz feels very safe. Just use normal travel awareness like you would anywhere else. Don't do anything you wouldn't do back home. La Paz is an incredible destination if you're looking for a more relaxed Baja experience. It has some amazing beaches, some great outdoor activities, and some very friendly locals. If this video was helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and check the description below for some of our recommended tours and local vendors that we personally use and trust. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.